Hey, Mike Healy here, and I got another how-to video for you. This video is how to sell tickets to your events. Now, this is going to encompass both, regular small little house meetings, but more importantly, it's going to be tailored towards the big event, something that you're going to do, your company's going to run, or you're running a big, your big team event and so on. I'm going to give you some of the tips that I've used to build some, pretty big groups, and more importantly, fill a room when it's, it's promotion time. So let me kind of go through these. Now, what I'm going to list is I'm just going to kind of give you basic top 5 things that I've used before. I got little notes here, keep me on track, but here's what I'm going to tell you. One of the easiest way to get your tickets sold is, first and foremost, you're going to have to promote it. You got to make it exciting, you got to make it fun, you got to use a lot of things out there to do that. Now, one of the easiest ways would be to do this. Run a promotion. Okay. Now, a lot of times when I've got a big event coming up and I want to get some key people off the fence, or maybe doing some work and getting some things going, one of the things I like to do is run promotions. Like if I say, something along the lines like, hey, if you sponsor 2 people, I'll pick up your ticket for the team regional, or if you get promoted to regional director or executive poobah or whatever it might be, I'll get you a convention ticket. Those are really good because, and the reason I don't mind investing that money into somebody is because I'm always rewarding people for the right activities. This is a little different than, I can't stand events where people just do drawings out of the hats or something, or come to the event, we'll throw your ticket in there and stuff. You're just rewarding laziness, okay? You don't want to do that. You want to build a business. And so what I do is I run promotions. They could be anything from free tickets to VIP seating, things like that. But most importantly, anytime you run a promotion, reward an activity that generates income, because it's going to generate income for you, that person, helps them build the skills and so on. So let me go to the other one. Testimonies. I know this one is just kind of simple. Testimonies. Testimonies. Now, anytime I'm running or I have an event coming up, I use a tremendous amount of testimonies from people who have had past experience in networking and direct selling, that have given their testimonies about what kind of impact these big events have had. I give my testimony all the time about how I quit networking altogether, threw in a towel, said I'd never do it again, got out of the industry almost a year and a half, never even talked to anybody, shut my phone off practically, and got into a company totally by accident, basically, and then somebody talked me into going to their big event, and everything, the light bulb came back on, that little ember of hope I had, but somebody must have blown on it, became an inferno, and I went on to make, a tremendous amount of money with that company, but it was only because that event, okay? Now, I have people, what I do is I do a lot of calls specifically catered towards giving testimonies on those events, especially from leaders. If your company's got something on there, identify people that are going to be at the events, encourage people to do that, okay? So, testimonies. Another one is bulk pricing. Bulk pricing, this is a great one. A lot of times if you talk to your company or whatever, if you say, hey, what would you do? Because the company they're not trying to necessarily make money on these big events, or a team is not always trying to make money on these events. They want to put people in the room. They understand the significance of the experience, and that's the most important thing, is you want people to experience all of the top people on the stage and people getting awards and so on. That's what they're for. Build that vision. Leadership is born. People make decisions at these events. So bulk pricing, a lot of times you can contact your company on that. A lot of times if I do team regionals and so on, what I'll do is I'll make a deal on bulk pricing, because I want somebody to not only buy the discounts and get, commit to maybe buying a lot of 25 tickets or whatever, give them a real deep discount, because I want those people in the room. It's not about making money on the ticket. It's more importantly about getting people in the room to do that, okay? So that's a real important one, is do bulk pricing on that. Another one is this one, Taproot. Now, Taproot is kind of a fear of loss thing. It's almost a, hey, you better get off your butt and don't be embarrassed, with who's in your group that's coming to the event. And I'm going to explain this. With a Taproot, just kind of simply what that would mean is basically, let's say you've got a guy that sponsored a person, who sponsored somebody, and so on, and the leg's maybe 6 or 7 people deep. If you can go to the bottom of that leg and get that person right there to commit to buying a ticket, you've got your Taproot started. And here's what you do. You go next to the person above that person and say, hey, did you know Jerry already bought his convention ticket? The last thing you want to do is his sponsor is have him going without you. You're the one that committed to getting him in, and you want to be able to be there to support him, correct? Yeah. Go get your ticket ordered, and then you go up to the next person. Hey, did you know Jerry and Tom are both going to the convention? They were asking about you. I wanted to make sure that you were still in the game, and so on. And you can Taproot up and literally use that person at the bottom. Run a promotion with the guy at the bottom that's just new in the business. Say, hey, go sponsor 4 or 5 people, or whatever it might do, sell product, whatever, or get some customers. Get him to buy do that, and then you just work your way up through the Taproot. So I use a lot of these in combination. Now, last one I'm going to show you real quick is probably my favorite. And this one, if you can master this one's going to rock your deal, because this is very, very important. It's what we call a ticket holder training. Ticket, that's a C. That's not an E. Ticket holder training. There's an N in there. Training. Okay, don't spell check doesn't work on dry erase boards. Okay. Anyhow, ticket holder training. This is really cool. This is one of my